Because that is kind of the way the world's splitting up. You know, there's two groups and they're getting exponentially bigger and they're making us choose which side you're going to be on. And it's hard. I don't like to choose, but they make you choose. Who are you going to be? Are you going to be homeless or are you going to be a billionaire? And, listen, I know which one I'd rather be, but I know which one's way more likely. That van is calling my name. I was thinking about homeless people and billionaires. They're kind of the same guy, if you think about it. Like, if you take away all the money and the rocket ships, same human being. It's the same dude. Neither group has a ton of friends. They're both kind of judged by society. Like, even if you feel bad for one for a second, eventually you're like, oh no, they chose this. You know? But they both say wild things, wild, outlandish things. I can control the weather. I'm gonna buy Twitter. You know? It's the same guy. It's just one of them has the money to do it, the other guy's just yelling it at a bus stop. You know? It's the same individual, though.
All right, you've seen him on Drive Bar Comedy, but right now live, you're gonna see him tonight. Put your hands together for Zoltan Kaszas! One more time for Dan, everybody, make it loud. Top shelf treats.
That's what I'm going to call them from now on. Edibles have kicked in. Let's get some top shelf treats. Thank you so much for coming out, you guys. Saturday night in Colorado Springs. It's just, yeah, we're doing it. Hey, I like it. I love the energy in Colorado Springs. It's been like this all weekend, where it's like, hey, where you go? I think that's the vibe to this entire town. It's like Denver's like, yeah, let's get it. Colorado Springs is like, why don't you calm down a little bit? We didn't move down here to start trying too hard, all right? We're here to enjoy. We're here to walk around, look at stuff, and just kind of enjoy. I love it. I like Colorado Springs. I'm staying downtown, over by the Pioneer Square thing, whatever the park. Yeah, I think I might have said it wrong, you know what I'm saying. And then I'm performing here. It's like the tale of two different Colorado Springs, isn't it? You stay down there and you're like, oh, there's a lot of young moms getting lattes in the morning. A lot of purebred dogs going on walks. And you come over here and you're like, good Lord, the economy. The economy's in trouble. It's in so much trouble. And you go down over there and you're like, things are great in Colorado Springs. I might buy a condo down here or something. Things are really going on. And you go over here, good Lord, where's the gun? Get the gun! It's the tale of two Colorado Springs. It happens slowly. They let you transition easily. They start sprinkling in the pawn shops. That's when you know. That's when you know. Like, oh, that's a pawn shop. Oh, there's 80 of them. All right. Oh, it's happening. There's some off-brand motels. Yep, I see them. No, we're not stopping here for nothing, sweetheart. Thank you. So I like it though. I love this club. I've been coming here for over 10 years, and yeah, I love coming here. It's been at this location. Yeah, it's the best. It's the first time I worked here. This is the first club that ever headlined me outside of San Diego, where I grew up. And the first time I came, nobody, a bunch of people bought tickets this weekend. It's been awesome. It was not like that the first time I came. All right, the first time I came, I was super pumped. And I was like headlining outside of the city I grew up in. I'm like, it's a big deal. I'm in my little room practicing my jokes or whatever. I'm gonna do this joke, I'm gonna do that one. I was really getting prepped, you know? And the owner picks me up, and as we're driving to the club, he's like, I gotta pull over for some pizzas. And I'm like, okay, yeah, why not? Who doesn't like a pizza? And he runs in, I'm waiting in the car. He comes out with the biggest stack of pizzas I've ever seen in my life. And I'm like, are we going to a kid's birthday party? Like, what is that? And I remember he brings them and he plops them on my thighs. Like, I can't even see over this stack of pizzas. I'm like, what's up with all the pizzas? He's like, ticket sales are light. So I put a Facebook post up saying there's free pizza to anyone who comes to the show. And I was like, all right. I don't know if you've ever had your own failure burn your thighs. But I was just sitting there, I'm like, boy, these are hot. Okay. You ever have that happen where you're like, yeah, and then, oh, this is where we are, all right. And then for some reason, just to really find out where my pain should be, I'm like, how much are the tickets? And he goes, $2. You know what made it worse? The pizza didn't bring that many extra people in. Then when people saw $2 tickets and free pizza, and like, I just don't know. I don't know. Are we really willing to take the gamble? And I actually ate, there's so much pizza left over after the show, I took them all back to my hotel. And that's what I ate for the rest of the weekend. Just a couple failure slices every couple hours. So it's nice to be back and have it filled up. That feels good. Yeah. Colorado. You guys make people work for it, and I appreciate that. Colorado Springs is a character building town. We're not just gonna love you right away. We're gonna have to earn our love over 10 years. We'll come next. Yeah. We had a wonderful day today. My wife and I, we went over, did the Garden of the Gods hike. Yeah, it's cool, it's beautiful. Don't mind me, I'm just breathing. This is my kind of hiking. Paved. Not turning your ankle here. It's the main attraction here in Colorado Springs, Garden of the Gods. The kissing camels, you see? It's 2 camel heads, and one's pecking the other one. Looks consensual. Garden of the Gods. Who do you think did that? It's a coyote.
Wow.
That one. That's right.
Aww.
This
That's gotta be a bear.
is a local town drunk named Gary.
That's scary.
I've done it before. I've never done the visitor center, but we had to pee, so I think that's what visitor centers are for, where you show up for a hike and you're like, we had too much coffee, where's the bathroom? You know, like, visitor center? Yeah, let's go to the visitor center. I've never been in there. It's pretty cool. Like, they have a bunch of animals that are stuffed, and like history of the land, like going back to cavemen days and mammoths and stuff from the Native Americans and all that. That was pretty cool. And then they had something I've never seen where they had poop behind the glass, and you've seen what I'm talking about. It's all these different turds behind glass, like 6 different kinds of turds. This was someone's idea. Someone's like, well, we got the stuffed animals out there, but what about the turds? And no one fought him on this idea. He's like, no, I'll go out and collect them. I'll go out and get them. And we'll put the turds behind glass like they're important. And then the whole idea of the game is you look at the turd and you try to guess what animal that came out of. And then you hit the button and the picture reveals the answer. I'm just looking at it, I'm like, that looks like a purebred husky right there. That is a mountain lion. All right. That looks like bed bugs. No, that's a bat. All right. And then there was a steep, like a giant, there was a pile. Not to get too weird with you, but there was a pile where I was like, that's the local drunk. Like that's the local drunk Carl. He likes to take a dump on the hiking trail. It was a bear. It was a bear. Welcome in. Thanks so much for coming. Come on in, get comfortable. I was just talking about turds. I didn't want you to not miss. Like, what the hell are they talking about? But yeah, I had a great time at the Garden of the Gods. I like that hike because it's paved. It's a good paved hike. You know, you can go off into the dirt or you can stay on the pavement, which I enjoy. I like that because there's people like rock climbing on the rocks, and then there's just like people just waddling on the pavement. There's like people hiking way too much and people barely hiking at all. You know, and they're just over there risking their lives, and I'm just over here like, should they be up there? Like, are they? Pretty much. And then there's bicyclists, just in case you forgot to hate humanity. That's where you're gonna ride your bike. I'm gonna ride my bike at the Garden of the Gods, right? Because there's a lot of people walking around. And they just come up behind you, hear them coming, you're like, ugh. On your left! On your left! I want you to turn around and go, I'm high! That doesn't mean anything. hide in the dirt, all right? You gotta hide in the parking lot to look at the rock formation of two camels kissing. And I don't know what on your left means. Does that mean move to my left or move to my right? Be more specific. I don't like bicyclists because it's always them. You know when you go take a driving exam, they're like, pedestrians have the right of way at every intersection, and look out for bicyclists. There's a totem pole of importance, and pedestrian is number one, all right? But somehow bicyclists are always, no, it's me, and you're in the way. And you're like, I just won. I'm sorry, my real anger came out, and I guess I started to feel like a speech. I don't know how I feel about it. Yeah, we had a good time at the Garden of the Gods. Then we went to Manitou Springs, went over there. Yeah. I went over there because I heard that's where your local Satanists hang out. Every time I come here, they're like, we have Satanists in the hills. Every time I would come out, at least one person would be like, do you know about the Satanists? I'm like, are you inviting me? Like, what's happening right now?
We're in Manitou Springs on the hunt for some devil worshippers, but so far, just a bunch of tourists. Look at them. Oh, no, she has black hair. That could be a witch of some sort. Oh, yeah. The Patagonia devil worshippers.
I see what's happening here.
I guess you weren't joking when you said about skipping town. The only things I could see through that old cracked window was the stuff that was nailed down. The price that you paid was just too damn steep for some...
Reunited at last.
There's the custard. This is a classic touristy place. You got jerky, you got olive oil, you got custard. There's old-timey photography over there. We haven't found the fudge shop, but you know there's a fudge shop. We're still looking for the Satanists. Where's the devil?
We went out to Manitou Springs because they said the Satanists are in Manitou Springs, and I'm like, where? They just said, like, next to the fudge shop? Is that where the Satanists are worshiping the devil? I think people are just confusing people that do yoga as Satanists. They're not praying. That's a stretch they're doing there. Yeah, had a wonderful time digesting. That's what we do. We travel, we eat, we digest. It's hard.
Oh, what is that?
Oh, I
Are
don't know.
those the Satanists?
Whoa. I think they're dressed as Harry Potter.
No, I think that's some sort of cult.
Oh, really?
No? Or is...
But I love it. Every year I've come back, it's been every time. Like when I first started coming here, like 2011, 2012, a lot of empty buildings, a lot of places to start a business. And every year I've come back, just more and more stuff. All of it selling weed. But it's good to see, you know? I remember the first dispensary I walked in was right across the this creepy parking lot. By the way, big respect to you guys pulling in and still coming into the building. You guys pulled in and you're like, are we getting out of the car? We're getting out of the car. Are we walking in? We are walking in. Look, everything's all right. We're doing it. I can tell some of you are worried. Some of you are like, keep that fork. It's good for yourself. There's no crime next to a Wendy's. That's the one thing I've learned in my comedy career. I've traveled all over the world. There's never a crime next to a Wendy's. It's a good restaurant. The gingers will keep us safe. But I remember the first time I went to that dispensary when it opened, because it was like a new thing. I was living in San Diego. It wasn't legal over there. And Colorado was like, yeah, we're doing it. And we went in there, and I was expecting Starbucks. I was expecting Starbucks and marijuana, someone with an apron going, how would you like to feel goofy? And they would show you the goofy treats, and you could pick what you wanted. But it wasn't. We went in, and it was just a lobby. It was a crappy lobby with a burnt out couch and nothing. It was just like a drawer with locks all over it. And then a window slid open and a pale child put his face out of the window. And I remember the scratches all over his face, like he tried to make out with a cat, and it wasn't consensual. And he just opened it and he goes, "What do you want?" That was his welcome to my establishment. What do you want? And we're like, marijuana. Like, do you think we came in for interior design? And he was like, "What are you talking about?" And he's like, "All right, we'll help you out." I'm like, who is this guy? But I like where it's come from. Because first when they legalized weed, it just felt like they moved the drug dealer's studio apartment into a strip mall. But now it feels like a proper thing. Like we went in, they put our names on a screen, and they're like, "You're number 4 in line." And we're like, "What is going on?" Love it. Every time I buy weed, it's like I'm buying a new cell phone. I have no idea what they're talking about. All of it looks way too expensive. And the packaging is a little much. You know, you can bring it down. We're just using this for fun. I like that. All right, we have found the level of the room. Medium. All right. Gonna build you up to a simmer. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. I get it.
Hey, thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked it, shared it, subscribed to it, hit the notification bell, do all the things YouTube makes you want to do. Other than that, I wanted to let you know that I'm constantly on tour, so go to my website, zoltancomedy.com, and see if I'm coming to a town near you. Thank you kindly.